Hey y'all, this is Steve at Thousand Year Homes. Welcome aboard. So today I'm continuing my bathroom filled shower build. This is a shipping container home, and I'm moving into it for the winter because my pop-up trailer is really cold when the wind blows. In addition, this field shower is something I need because I've got to do foundation work, insulation work, and drywall, and I just hate being that dirty and cold. But last night I went ahead and got the bathtub roughed in. So it's a official field shower. What I need to do is get this sink set up with a hot water heater. Let me rotate. So I got a couple of things I need to mark on the floor where the tub goes back each and every time. If you take a look in here, you'll see that it goes down into a drain. I don't know if you can see. See, you can see daylight in there. So it is officially draining properly as it should. But I set this up so that I can move this bathtub anytime that I need to for tiling, drywall. This is unfinished. But the next step is to set up the sink where I could put the water jug probably underneath there, 5-gallon water jug underneath there. And then in here I'll have the Colman on-demand hot water heater. And in here I'll plumb this drain. So this drain will drain into the tub and go down so I can wash dishes or my hands or whatever I need to do during the summer or during the winter when it's cold. So this cast iron sink, when you look at the clearance, there is not enough clearance for me to plumb it, right? Plumb it in here. Now I don't have to worry about sink traps right now because I'm not going down into a septic. I'm going down into a what I call a gray tank, and then I'm using the gray water to water my pecans and garden whatnot out there. I use all organic soap for that. So I need to raise this up a couple inches, get it up where I can actually plumb in. In addition, I need to go ahead and buy, I didn't know if I was going to plug this and then keep that open, but reading some of the reviews of the Coleman Hot Water on Demand, people say that it leaks. And so if it's going to sit here, even if I put a rack over it, then I want a drain here and there. I don't need a P-trap. I'm just going to dribble right into the tub, which will dribble out. So I have a 5-gallon container here. I have a 5-gallon container out there. So when this is empty, that needs to be emptied. And that's how I'll manage that. The Colman hot water tank does about 40 minutes per charge, but I'll actually end up running wiring in here, not through the outlets, which I have to finish up, but either through an extension cord or, additional wiring. Maybe I'll put a floor wiring there. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll get that all wired up. But I need to run to town, and I need to get under the sink so that I know how high to raise the cast iron tank sink. And trust me, that is every bit over 100 pounds. So handling that is a real something. And then I'll bolt the blocks. Hopefully a 4x4 will be enough to get it up there. And then I'll get that plumbed in. So that's the game plan. I wasn't planning to go to town. I only go to town once every 4 days or so. But I do want to get this plumbing done. I got nice weather for about 3 days before it gets down into the 30s again. And I want that facility ready to field shower me. And then I could continue on with insulation, ceiling, and outside I need to get the foundational piers underneath all of this. So anyway, that's today's project, is the sink and getting it in place where I can actually use it and wash my hands and whatnot. All right, the next I'm going to run to town to go get some stuff. So at lunch I'm going to go, and then you'll see me do this work after work probably today sometime, and hopefully it'll look okay. We'll find out. All right, I made it to town. Found a 1.5-inch sink adapter. I didn't measure what those were. They're old fashioned. I hope it fits. It's all that's here. So Ace Hardware. It's called Apple Lumber. I like these old timey places. Hopefully it'll be okay. Well, I'm back from town. It's a new day. In fact, it's the winter solstice, so it's like I'm not going to have any daylight, and a storm's coming. So not to complain. Let it rain on me. I believe in that. All right, let's look at the project here real quick. Rotate. All right. So what did I do? I went to town and I got myself, a cheap little throwaway continuous waste drain thing. It was $15 for all those pipes. I got myself a little extension. All right. So let's take a look at these. So those are all 1.5 inches, right? And that's all that was in that small town. But taking a look underneath here, those look like 2-inch fittings to me, there and there. Now, here's the problem. This cast iron sink is very heavy, over 100 pounds. And once I put the T down here, you can see that I'm not going to be able to, in fact, it's too low already, just vent it into the tub. This is the kitchen sink, so it's not the final sink that'll be in here. So what I want to do is get that plumbing on and see what distance I need, and then I'll build a box here that will raise the sink up appropriately. So the first thing I need to get done today is putting that sink stuff on. So let me set you up and you can watch me do that. All right, well, first thing I don't want to drop this on me, so let me get it squared up here. I'll smidge it. So I'm gonna start with those. I can just hear all the real plumbers in the world going, oh no, oh maybe I won't need that. Maybe I won't need that. That would be awesome. Maybe I'll have to go to town and get something else. I don't know. Oh, my stars and bars. I think that will work. Oh my gosh. Well, getting there, maybe. Not quite. Something's up. Let me try this one. You can do it. When I do this out in my kitchen, I'm going to use copper piping so that it will look really good. And just kind of make the exposed plumbing be a feature. Alright, so those will work. The threading's not very nice. This will not take me real long. Both of these will work, but I'll get that one on first. This is obviously a problem. I'm just going to do it exactly like the diagram. I'm not doing anything fancy. Of course, because it's not on a septic tank, I don't have to worry about sewer gases at the moment. It'll be self-venting in the gray water bucket out there. So that's how we'll do that. You know, you wish that the 5-minute job would be a 5-minute job, but it's never a 5-minute job. There's always something in a 5-minute job that makes it a 15-minute job, and something in a 15-minute job that makes it a 4-hour job, and something in a 4-hour job that makes it, a 3-day job. Something in a 3-day job that makes it a 2-week job. All right. jam these all the way in there, and you see that it's a 3 inches short, or too long rather, 3 inches too long between those two. So I'm going to cut 1.5 inches off that end, 1.5 inches off that end. That way this will stay balanced. So. Alright, well, what's a video without a little mess? Alright, I'll do it here. Oh man, that's almost perfect. Almost perfect. Half my tools are over at another job site. So, who builds a house and also helps build a house? I guess I'm an overachiever. That worked perfect. Let's do it again. 1.5 inches right there. Right there. Oh look, I didn't have a measure on this. Sure. Still got all my digits? Yep. Yes, I do. That needed a little straightening there. Almost like I cut it with a circular saw by eye. All righty. Oh, that'll be perfect. Almost perfect. Now it's right there where that form is. That's where it's going to come. Let's get that cleaned up. There's a little nub right there. I'm gonna shave it off so that seal will seal right. Just go right over that. Of course, that's where that seal would be. I would both of these. Alright, now I'm not going to tighten these up yet. Until I get them underneath there and find out what the gap is. But there you go. Now it's got the right distance. Yeah, let's get that done. Now I can measure that and see how much distance I need to make up to clear the bathtub. And it appears 7 inches in total will get me there, so 8 inches. So I might have an 8-inch block out there. I'll take a look and then I'll build something there. All right, so piping's in, check. I don't think that'll leak. I think I'll be okay. Well, this thing's super heavy, so I'm going to scooch it out roll it up onto here, and do the woodwork that I need to do, and then roll it back on. Wish me well. Let me tell you, boys and girls, cast iron was not meant to be a one-man job. But I did it. Woohoo! And nobody got hurt. That shake shows up when I get all physical. Anyway, nobody got hurt. So there it is, temporary. I'm going to put a board under it so it doesn't get scratched. You know, for a rough and rugged build, this still has a little bit of charm to it, doesn't it? Still has a little bit of charm. Shim that up a little bit, run some screws in it, and then I believe I could muscle up that sink into this. It's not that far of a lift. Maybe I know it fits, the pipes fit in between, so let me look at how I pushed it all the way over, I'd end up with a little shelf for the seat, which is convenient. I have to shim it. Alright, so this is the design. I have to shim it up. So I'm going to extend it out here so I can put a little board here of teak or something, so there'll be a shelf for the bathtub. And then I extended it out here so I could put a shelf here for jewelry and bric-a-bracs and scrubbers and such. That seems reasonable. Now, I have to do a little sawing, a little carving to get this to fit down flat, and then run some screws in so that this is solid, and then I can put that sink in there. The mission is ongoing. All I'm doing is sighting down the board onto the Singer frame just to make sure that I've got clearance in here, and obviously I do. I can see I do. As a stickler, I get a straight edge and do a straight edge, but my eyeball's pretty good. All right, let's see if I can put that plumbing back in there without breaking it. I don't know if I have that much faith in myself. myself a break before I get this. Yes, sirree. I should have given myself a break before I did that. Come on. Muscles don't fail me now. Wow, that's up there high. All right, well, that gives me the height that I need for the plumbing. I'll have to make a notch in this board. And I knew I would. Ha, pun. And got a little shelf there. It's up pretty high. I mean, a kid couldn't use it. It's really, but up here will be my water tank as well as my hot water heater. I've got this carved wooden shelf for bric-a-brac. I've got another one of these carved shelves somewhere around here. Maybe Leah has it, and so I'll put a carved shelf there. That'll dress it up a little bit. Not sure what I'm going to do with the cast iron part since it's exposed. Let me know. Put down in the beep boop down in the comments if y'all would leave the black and white in a kitchen. This is temporary because I can always chalk that out again. Or if that would be offendable to your eyes. Now, I'm a man, so, you know, once it's a kitchen drain, it'll be down where it belongs. It won't be way up high. This is just temporary. But, you know, I can hang a towel in there and I can, you know, it gives me a little space. So that'll be okay. All right, so there we go. I got the temporary plumbing, temporary plumbed in. You guys never get to see the whole thing because I always like get tired or it's time for me to start dinner or the horses come up. And you won't either because I still have to carve out that little spot for the pipe. And once I'm done with that spot, then I'll be good to go. And you won't see that because I'm gonna do something myself. I'll scoot the sink and do a bunch of cuts, and then I'll make a mortise down the middle of that or something. We don't know. I'll figure it out in just a little bit. All right. Well, I think this is probably a full video. You guys get the vision. I've got a tub in place for a field shower. I got the sink in place to wash my hands. The other side of the sink will be where I'll keep a 5-gallon container of water. I also brought over that pedestal, which is a very cool little pedestal. See, it's a little antique pedestal. So if I strap that to the wall, then I could put my my hot water tank there, or my water there, my hot water tank. They say it leaks occasionally, so probably the hot water tank will be there. Looking pretty good. Right? Anyway, if you like off-grid living, that's me. So like, subscribe, follow me along. Thanks much. Bye. Well, one final adjustment that I realized. I got rid of the extra 4x4s and dropped it down a little more. The shelf still fits, of course. I realized that if I just get a P-trap and plumb a P-trap under there, this is still higher than the P-trap. So the leaks will go, you know, just right around a P-trap and then it over to that. So that's a lot easier than carving wood and all of that. So that's the final rough-in. And by the time I get to town, I'll get myself an 1.5-inch P-trap and bandit chip and plumb that all in. But I like that better. It's not way up in the air. It was looking pretty goofy. That's looking goofy, but less goofy. All right, so now you get to see, well, you still don't get to see a final version, do you? You will eventually. I'll do an addendum for the weekend or something. All right.